Greetings and welcome back. We are on a different kind of journey this time, and we really hope we will keep you entertained throughout this journey this
So we are on our way. This is going to be a 2-month long vacation. We'll be going to Ethiopia.
A 5.5-hour flight brought us from Windhoek to Addis Ababa. A short drive from the airport took us to our hotel, and then we retired for the evening.
So we are here with Solomon now, who's organized our trip to Ethiopia. Can you please tell us where all are we going?
Yes. Today you are going to Lalibela, a home of the rock-hewn churches. So you will have a visit in the rock-hewn churches. There are about 11 rock-hewn churches here. After Lalibela, you will travel to Gondar, Royal Enclosure Castle. So you will visit, and then you will travel to Bahar, one of the most beautiful cities in Ethiopia. Yeah, from Gondar to Bahar, you will drive about 3 to 4 hours.
Driving?
Yes, driving, and have some rest. Then you will have a boat trip in the afternoon. So you will have a boat trip in Lake Rana, one of the biggest lakes in Ethiopia. So one day before you fly back to Addis, you will have an excursion trip to Blue Nile Falls. It's one of the most longest falls in Africa. So you will visit that, and the final day you will come back to Addis, the capital city. So I hope you will have a good time there. Actually, Ethiopia is a very large country, so you may need about 1 month to visit all the areas. But this is just the highlight since you have a tight schedule.
We are missing out, I think, on the volcano and Danakil.
Yeah, for the Danakil actually you may need to have 3 days and 2 nights.
3 days?
Yeah.
3 days and 2 nights only for Danakil.
For Danakil.
So because our time is limited, we are not able to go there.
Yeah, but I highly recommend you to visit Danakil in another time because it's one of the most dramatic places.
Solomon is from
Eco Travel.
Talk about your company a little.
Yeah. My name is Solomon Admasu, and I'm the owner and the founder of Eco Travel Ethiopia. So Eco Travel Ethiopia is mainly focused on environmental friendly trips. So compared to other companies, we are young. But in the previous 3 or 4 years, we have developed a wide range of connections with many travel companies and many local partners here. So we are doing good now.
Amharic is the official language.
Yeah, Amharic is the official language. It's mainly spoken in the northern part. You are going to Lalibela, wondering about that. They call the Amhara region. So the official language is Amharic. It's also the official language for Ethiopians. So most of the people here, they can speak Amharic.
It's got like Arabic.
Yeah, for example, when you want to say hello, it is salam.
Yeah.
Salam in Amharic. And when you want to say thank you, it's amasaginal. Can you please try? Amasaginal.
Amasaginal.
Yes.
Amasaginal.
Yeah. Amasaginal.
Salam.
Yes.
Salam I can understand because even in Indian language it's salam.
Salam.
Yeah. But Amasaginal.
Amasaginal. Yes.
Signalo or signal?
For example, if after someone gives you a service, you can say amasaginal.
Amasaginal.
Thank you. Yes.
So whole of Ethiopia, it's only one language.
No, it's about 83 more languages.
How many languages?
More than 83.
83.
Yes.
It's a tiny aircraft.
arrivals to meet your destination Lalibela. 1521 local time.
S-T-A-W.
The star.
The star will be a guide. Mola is a driver.
Mola.
So we're gonna drive 25 kilometer distance. It's about half an hour drive. To the town of Lalibela. So here, yes, that will be our first change.
Oh, okay. And when are we won't be going?
But we won't be in Lalibela.
Just to go have a coffee or tea
Take
and
some pictures. We have also very nice viewpoint. We stop the bike, just off the car, take some pictures and
This place
this
is
is
called
called Narkotala areas.
Narkotalav.
Yes.
Okay.
And this we call it the Gashana mountain.
Gashanam.
Mountain. We have a monastery in the top also of this mountain. So from here, whatever you drive, 10, 20 kilometers is another view.
Is that the raptor? There's a bird flying.
Yeah.
There's a
Up the mountain. It's all the areas. The one as I told you, the monastery, top of the mountain, 3,100 meters above sea level. I'm sure you like it. The room is very nice and wide. The location also is more peaceful. I hope you get more comfortable staying in here.
So this is the Mazena.
Mazena Lodge and Spa.
It crosses here.
No, the only Lalibela cross in here. Each cross, it's in the destination there. Aksum, it was not from here. It's far away from here, which is 300, nearly 400 kilometers. Aksum, it's the area, the holy city, where they found kept also the original Ark of the Covenant, the tablet. We believe it's there.
Oh, the Ark of the
some.
Can you see it or
No,
not?
we're not allowed to see.
Oh.
But we believe it's there.
Oh,
But
okay.
some scholars, they believe no, it's in Lalibela. Some people say no, it's not Lalibela. Lake Tana in Baghdad, you will see the monastery Lake Tana, the big lake in Ethiopia. So you see the three kingdom is very important for Ethiopian histories, Ethiopian Christianities. Aksum, Lalibela, and Gondar.
Okay.
And then the fourth is Addis Ababa by the second Menelik, not the first Menelik, the second Menelik was established from Addis Ababa. So we have the cross of Aksum, it's found in Aksum, and we have a cross of Lalibela, it's found in here, and we have a cross of
Will
Gondar.
we see the Lalibela one?
It's not really allowed, but I'll try. That's why I'll try if I succeed. If I succeed, please allow us. You'll see. Then you need to tip something,
Okay.
just small things, yeah,
Okay.
to appreciate,
Yeah.
because they're expecting, because you are tourist.
Yeah.
Holy land of Ethiopia, as well Lalibela. So we're standing now one of the biggest and the largest church of Lalibela, the church called Beit Medani Alam. Beit means house in Hebrew, in Amharic. Medani means the house of God. So this is the savior of the world. So we have 11 rock church. Those 11 rock church, they divided by 3 group, 3 cluster. So this is the first cluster. We have 6 church, which is the symbolic earthly Jerusalem. The second cluster, there are 4 churches, the symbolic heavenly Jerusalem. And the third group, which is St. George, the symbolic by the Noah's Ark, Ark of Noah. We said 11 church, one of the churches is a twin church, because a double church, we have only 10 rock churches. The 10 rock church, which represented the 10 arch or the 10 commandments given by Moses. So, from the 10 rock church, we will have a chance to see the 3 kind of technique, the way they carve, the way they built. The first one is called monolithic, one single rock, monolithic. The second one, semi-monolithic. The third one, a cave church like Petra, we call it African Petra. But the rock, it can be same, but they have different technique and different people's way they participate. So one church to the another one, they have own qualities, they have own styles, they have own symbols. So they're not all similar. So those churches was built in the 11th century by King Lalibela. It's nearly more than 900 years old. Until today, all the churches are active. We have everyday mass. So as I told you, averagely we have 55,000 people who live in Lalibela town, and we have more than 800 priests who they serve these rock churches of Lalibela. So every morning we have masses of chants.
So here also?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you see the northern part of Ethiopia, as I mentioned at the earliest, we have 3 dynasties where it expand. So the first capital city of Ethiopia, the Aksumite kingdom, was about 4th century until 9th century, they called Kingdom of Aksum. So they built more than 120 rock churches. The areas, if you hit like, let's go Geralta housing, we have many rock churches, but it's different from Lalibela rock church. That one, they're more semi-monolithic, but then also top of the mountain. We Christians, when we go to the mountain, we're close to heaven, close to God, and it's more protect for enemies. You can see the distance, so then you're more safe. So that was the kingdom of Aksum 4 until 9th century. The second kingdom called the Zagwe kingdom. The Zagwe kingdom is the time of Lalibela. They also have 11 kings. Those 11 kings, the kingdom was very large and big until to Yemen. So Ethiopia, like Djibouti, Somalia, they tried those one country called Abyssinia, the ancient name, and then they turned to Ethiopia. So the kingdom of the Zagwe very strong and very powerful. So was that 11 king? They lived 333 years. So average one king, it can live about 40-45 years. But among the 11 one, we have only 4 kings, the most important, the most powerful, the most wicked. It's like wisdom of Solomon. They get more gift from God. So the first one is called Yimrahan Christos. He was not the founder, but the founder is from his father. The founder called Marata Klaiman. Marata Klaiman is the founder of the Zagwe kingdom. But among the 11, as I told before, especially they spend more time to carve the churches and they expand more Christianity. So the first one is called Yimrahan Christos. We have in 40.
Right, the monolith church right now in Lalibela, and it's pretty cool because it's carved of rocks. Here, some big drums.
So it slopes towards that end, and it slopes towards the entrance end. 38 columns inside.
They start from top to down, and we got 36 windows to utility, to fresh water. Go ahead, it's your turn. Drum, as well, Christ was dead. They were covered by. When they're playing, this is the New Testament, this is the Old Testament.
Oh, the broader side is the New Testament and the narrow side is the Old Testament.
Yes.
Oh,
This is the original mountains. Later,
but Bete Mariam, Bete Danadal, and Bete Mescal. This one in the middle is the Bete Mariam. This is the most significant one. And this is one, and there's one behind this church. We will go to that church soon.
Crosses. So you can see the top. That's the Greek cross.
Greek cross.
Greek, yeah. The same measurement.
Yeah.
Down you can see Saint Andrew, the Scottish saint. He was not crucified. The one who was carrying from his cross from his shoulder. And you can see that side, the cross from the swastika, which is the ancient in Hindus, like the
Yes.
Birla cross. But if you turn it, it can be Nazi. Maybe they just take it from here.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
This actually the ancient time, the apostles, what they brought, they sample what they get challenging every wallet when they send it out. So then this is also the wishing for good luck. So that's why it was staying more than 900 years from Church of Mary. How good is that? Yeah, they built by locals, the local people. They're not selling in schools, because they build them house by themselves. Now we're going to St. George. We got about 14 minutes.
Okay.
So it takes about 7 minutes. So,
This is the iconic St. George's Church. Well, normally it would have been nice if we had the drone pictures on top. But this is again cut into, it's a monolith?
monolith.
It's a
One
monolith?
single rock church, which is a cruciform. This is the only cross church of
In
the
the
world.
shape of a cross?
Yes, and the symbol is the Noah's Ark.
Okay.
So you can see they have a double cross. There's a Greek cross every corner. You can see also they have a water gutter, a drainage. So in the middle there's a Latin cross. So that's the crucifixion of Christ. So if you go further up to left side, that is the highest point. When you go down, there's the water drainage. Yes, yes. So it's also divided 12 by 12 by 12 meters. So when you go inside, the church is very small and very simple.
Okay.
So they spend more times Saint Lalibela from outside. So this is the last and the best church. Lalibela, he built first cluster, Greek to Gates. This is the ancient language of Ethiopia, what I mentioned. So the church, it looks like has 3 galleries because Noah's Ark has 3 galleries. The first gallery for animal, the second gallery for family, the third gallery. Second is hard, three major thickness. This is the highest. Yeah, the highest. This is the way to St. George.
St. George.
To visit inside.
Yeah,
So we're walking under to the mountain.
in the passage.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I can see we are going lower and lower because the top of the mountain is getting higher.
Yeah, going under. This is all used to be mountain.
There is another door somewhere there.
That's the passage to the village.
Oh, village.
It's for water drainage. For the access for the water.
Oh, okay.
Off your shoes. And hat. here to here. And then there is a cross and 3 windows. And there is a door here. And there is
The
a
cross and the 3 window signifying the Trinity.
But
The same
you see
over here, the cross and 3
with the
windows.
semi-capital arch. The buttress column also is not freestanding, it's bending.
And again,
That's the engineering,
this
the
part,
architect.
cross and 3 windows. 1, 2 windows. Yeah, 3 windows.
Freestanding. It's like bending like this. And then the other side like that. This one
And there are
facing-
3 entrances.
this one facing-
1, 2,
And then, if you come in here,
entrances into this church. Look at how the beam has also been carved out of this one single rock, as this church is a monolith. The dome is only inside, but you can see from the top, it's a flat,
and the cross, so double cross.
yeah, and with a double cross.
We are now at the base of this church.
So this corner is a symbolic Mount Ararat, where Noah landed his ark. So this is also next to the St. George's Church. You can see the slope on top of the St. George Church, so that the water could flow away, and the valley at the back just makes it look so beautiful.
We spent the entire morning exploring Lalibela and its churches. We're just in time to catch the sunset at our resort, where we are going to spend the evening.
It's a common area with with sink and a mirror, a toilet on this side, and a shower. Back to the bedroom. Not bad. And surrounded by this greenery all around.
This cute little girl waved us goodbye from Lalibela, and we boarded the next flight to Gondar.